Should we give out the number again?
Oh, good segue. Too many numbers here, too. You just pay attention to these next 10 numbers. Digits. 336-584-9763. We'd love for you to call in and join us here on Stax on Deck on WSOE 89.3, the only alternative.
Speaking of technology.
Yep, okay.
Radio, that's where I was going, radio.
Yeah.
We got some new technology. Max, hit him with it. Sorry.
What?
That was a little too fast of like a segue. Max, hit him with our technology update.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, I might have mentioned this on last week's show, even though you weren't here. Stax on Deck now has a Twitter account.
You can just say Twitter, you don't have to say Twitter.
No, I
that sounds
to
angry.
Enunciate. This is a
How do you spell enunciate?
This is a radio program.
Does enunciate start with an A or an E? Then we'll get back to Twitter.
It might be an E. I don't know.
I think it's an A.
I'd look it up on Google, but the mouse isn't working on that desktop computer here in WSOE's booth, along with the webcast. So.
All right. Wow, it's a lot brighter in here when you take off sunglasses. Want to mention something. The Twitter is very funny, all right? You know we already have some followers on that?
We have 5.
Really?
We have 3 that aren't us.
Oh, well, is the other one like another name for our show or something like that?
No. It's 3 real people who are following us.
That's great. Look at that. And the updates are funny. Okay, so tell them. So when we're in the same area, typically we'll update the Twitter, and it's usually pretty funny.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you know, people got to find out by logging on and
tweeting.
What is that called? Subscribing? What do you got to do on Twitter?
Follow.
There you go.
You follow at Stax on Deck WSOE. Stax with an X.
There you go.
Stax on DECK WSOE.
There you go.
DECK.
There you go. Or you could just find Steve Uno Trace or
Max Gongaware.
Max Gongaware on Twitter, and I'm sure you'll find it that way.
If you look at everybody that is following us, are you?
Or maybe a tweet that we did, a link. That and then they'll be able to find it.
We've tweeted at Stax on Deck.
That's true. I have. Yep. There you go.
Stax on Deck WSOE. Sorry.
So go look that up. Have fun. It's always being updated. We're gonna typically.
Probably should be being updated right now.
It should be, but we're a little busy.
I updated earlier today.
What'd you put?
At like 4 o'clock, I was like, don't forget to listen.
Was it funny?
I don't really remember. I think I tried to make it funny. It probably wasn't that funny.
Well, all right.
Probably less funny than me making really high-pitched noise every once. Why did I just do that twice in the same?
I didn't hear it, but we appreciate your effort to make that funny. Now, we do have a Twitter. We're pretty excited. We should probably do do you know how to update twit pics from your phone? I don't know how to do that. Chad Ochocinco is always like twit pic.
Well, you could probably, I don't know.
From the computer, but it's more convenient to be like, hey, look, we're at Alamance County Fair or something.
Well, we don't have our Twitter account set up with our phone.
That's true.
Unless you want to do
Would
it.
I get updates every single time if I did? Because I don't want that.
No, you can adjust it so that you don't have to get any updates necessarily.
Speaking of social media, real quick.
Okay.
I got rid of my Facebook.
Oh, really?
Like 4 days ago.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Great.
Headaches or anything?
Never felt better.
Really?
I'm not feeling what's it called, withdrawal.
Okay.
All right. I'm feeling real good. I haven't thought about activating it again. The whole Facebook thing, I'm not happy about it. I will probably in the next week or two, but for now, I'm glad to not have it. It's kind of an annoyance, but at the same time, you can post pretty funny videos.
Okay.
You can hang out and talk to people and have some fun and send them videos of yourself making goofy videos. Like
do that a lot.
I do that. But so Facebook is good, but I just kind of got sick of it. I don't know what your thoughts are on Facebook, but would you ever get rid of your Facebook?
Probably would if it came to that, but I don't see a need to at any time in the near future.
It's certainly not.
I don't think I get as distracted by it as you used to.
Yeah, that's true. I really did get distracted by Facebook. Now, do you want a gumball, by the way?
No, gum is gross.
It's a gumball, though.
No, I'm not a gum chewer.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
Oh!
kind of like Halloween cup.
Oh!
That's
I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Probably some old gum.
I mean, I'm going to keep eating it, but...
Yeah, you are.
That's from October.
Okay.
And probably early October, because they didn't sell this on the 31st.
That's fair enough.
That's disgusting. But I'm going to keep eating it. Ew, that's really gross. If you want a gumball...
I do not want a gumball.
It tastes good after you chew it for like 6 seconds.
I don't chew gum.
Really?
I'm not a gum chewer.
I'm usually not.
Everybody can hear you chewing your gum, though.
Oh, sorry. All right. I'll spit it out soon. What if I spit it at the camera? They wouldn't like that.
No, that'd be like too Tony Reale-esque.
Yeah. No. What is it? Help me out. I don't know.
Tony Reale, host of Around the Horn.
Oh,
He always
really?
throws the piece of paper at
Isn't
the
that
camera.
Tony Kornheiser?
No, that's PTI.
Oh, I'm getting confused. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay,
He always
anyway.
throws the piece of paper at the camera at the end of the show.
Anyway. Here we go.
Our
Max?
listeners know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure they do, because I don't know if I... No, I understand a
Don't
little
point
bit. Sorry for pointing at you. Here's the next thing. All right. Whenever somebody says the word drafty, they typically make a joke after it.
Really?
Fact or fiction?
I don't hear people say the word drafty.
No. And here's why. Because, sorry for pointing at you so many times. I know that's not...
No, I'm used to it.
I shouldn't point. I should do the president's point with a thumb. Now, whenever somebody says drafty to me, yeah, they'll usually say, like, oh, it's really drafty in here. But they always follow it up with a joke. And I wanted to see if you agreed with
People
that.
don't say drafty to me.
They don't typically say it. But I feel like twice or three times a year, you'll hear somebody, oh, is it just me or is it drafty in here? And either that makes me laugh.
What's the joke?
I don't know. That's what you're trying to help me with. Either that's the joke or they make a joke after drafty because...
What is the joke after drafty?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say.
What do you mean? So you're saying they make a joke, but you don't know what the joke is?
Okay, let me describe it. Okay, drafty is kind of a funny word to begin with.
I don't know.
It's not hilarious, but like it's a goofy word. So people just, I don't know why, but every time I hear the word drafty, I hear somebody else says a joke that's funny. I know that's really peculiar. Is there any phrase that anybody ever says that isn't meant to be funny, but it is?
Well, I'm still upset about you thinking that drafty is a word that people commonly say.
It's not.
I certainly hear sweet tea more often than drafty.
Do you ever
Right
laugh
there.
when somebody says sweet tea?
No. Do you
By the way-
just think words that end with T are funny?
What was the one I said?
Drafty.
Drafty. Ha yeah. Yeah. All right, now.
We figured it out here at Stax on Deck.
We're going to move on. I had no idea. I thought that segment would go to the rest of the show, but you solved the riddle there. My fault. All right. Got that
I
one
was so
wrong.
serious. That was, no, I'm not, that's the Joker.
That's
the
from
Riddler.
The Dark Knight. Great movie, though. Anyway, not The Riddler. I don't know if that's a movie, but Dark Knight. I liked it. All right, here, next thing. Max?
Never mind. Go.
Max, okay. Let me think how to word this. Will you or will you not
Okay.
name your children Todd and Barnaby Gongaware?
I will not.
Why?
Like, I don't want to name a kid Barnaby because that's your least favorite hockey analyst's last name, and I wouldn't want to anger you by naming a kid Barnaby.
A, touche, sir. B, move on to Todd.
Todd, I just don't like Todd. I don't know. Todd Gongaware doesn't sound bad, but
Todd?
Gives me bad memories of Todd Pratt. I really like that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're from Philadelphia, you enjoyed that joke. If you're a fan of baseball,
Or a New
you
York
probably
Mets fan. I believe he was on the Mets.
Oh, for a while.
He was like Mike Piazza's backup.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Who's, by the way, from Pennsylvania, Norristown, I believe. I don't like Norristown. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know me well, you know I don't want to talk about Norristown. Sorry for getting my hand too close to you. Wow, we really got off topic there. What were we just talking about?
Todd Pratt.
Oh, why? Okay, see, Todd Gongaware, if you name your kid Todd Gongaware, I feel like for like the first 12 years of his life, it'd be awesome. Like, oh, that's Todd. And then it's like, your name's Todd? Like, you're 28. You shouldn't be named Todd.
Todd backwards is Dot.
And who would want that?
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Too easy to,
there's
too
two
easy of a
Ds.
name to say backwards.
There's two D's, so you could say Drat.
No.
And you could do the roll of the tongue. You could do the roll of the tongue like they do in Ruffles commercials.
Yeah, but that's with an R when it actually makes sense to roll your tongue, not with D's.
I don't know. I disagree with you. Because I think if you used Rat enough, it would sound cool. Like, yeah, that sounded cool.
That sounded like rot, not
That's
dot.
true. I kind of arted up. Let me try it again. Drat. How about that?
No.
That just sounded awkward. Let's not do that anymore. Now,
That's why I'm not. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why I will not be naming any offspring Todd.
so you will be naming your offspring Todd.
No. Is it opposite day now?
I don't know. I assumed that was like reverse psychology. Boom. That's my phrase of the day. It's not.
Steve thinks I have a mental disability in which
That would be me.
Every word that he says to me, I try to immediately think of how you would say it backwards.
Let's talk about that.
Like when I just said opposite, I immediately started thinking about how you would say that word backwards.
That's very unusual. Is that like an OCD kind of thing? I don't know what that is.
It is simple.
Like, that's hilarious. Like, every time we're in, like, class, we have a class together, and basically, maybe not every class, but every other class, the teacher will say something, and Max will just be like, I don't like it because it's backwards, it's spelled, cub. Like, book? Max, please, really? Like, are you really going to do that? Like, this
I don't know
class?
why I do that, but
It's
ever
hilarious.
Since I was a young boy, I think of words spelled backwards.
You have, like, one person laugh? and it's me. So I don't know why you continue to do that, but it is
As
funny.
I've said many times before, if I prefer less people to laugh at my jokes than a lot of people.
There you
Which
go.
is why I'll never make it as a stand-up comedian.
Speaking of words to spell backwards, don't think of how to spell it backwards yet, but the word that I want you to think about.
Ekans.
And ooh, snake.
Yes.
Oh, keep going.
Arbok.
That's cheating. Cobra. That's a Pokemon though. That's not.
So
that's
is Ekans.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. The word is proverbial.
Okay.
I love that word.
Yeah.
Like Max is the proverbial.
But you don't know how to use that word.
No.
You love it, but you don't know
I'm
how to
thinking
use
of a good adjective or noun. Noun. Max is the proverbial
it. Isn't Max a noun?
superstar.
Superstar.
I don't know. Like you are
Good movie.
the superstar. Like I don't know. Proverbial. You don't like the word proverbial?
I don't use it.
You know
very
why?
often. Proverb.
Oh! What?
What's a proverb?
Is that supposed to be in that word?
I don't.
Oh.
There's a pronoun.
That's dirty. Now,
Proverb.
if you've
Quickly.
ever
Is
heard
that a proverb?
quickly,
No, it's an adverb. It's an I'm thinking of adverb.
it's like ly
Wow.
is
Here at Stax on
quickly.
Deck.
We
we've
do
already
grammar.
We've already forgotten 10th grade English class.
proverbial though. Don't say proverbial. It's proverbial. I hate when people do that.
I know that.
But like I just was
I'm not
warning
going to
you.
say the word either way.
You're not gonna say it.
I
You don't
prefer
use
the
some of my
word
words.
Superimpose. Yep, that made it. Steve doesn't like that word.
You know I'm not a fan of the word.
Literally,
What word did we use? Oh, superimpose.
My word saying rate of superimpose quadruples when Steve is around.
Just nonchalantly too, like on purpose. You'll just be like, yeah, well, you could just. You're talking to somebody else. Like
Yeah.
today, you could just be like, well, you could just superimpose it, and then give me a little look, and I just want to smack the.
But Jesus,
Just smack the. Like.
crap. You can
Just
say-
smack the hair off your face. There we go. I just want to smack the beard off your mouth, alright? Even though it's not really in your mouth.
Well, that's why it's off.
But I just want to smack it. Anyway, now, moving on. Music break or one more topic? What do you think? Let's go to a music break.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let's do that. Let's hear some more music while I eat some more gum from October of 2010.
Continuing with our theme of songs that have the word radio in their title. We should have let somebody call in and try to guess our theme.
Oh, too late now.
That's what our theme is. All right, we'll be back after this song.
This is fabulous gum, by the way. It's old, but it'll do the trick. Was there somebody in there? Is there somebody watching us? I can't see.
Yeah, there were people in there.
Oh, really?
Could that
Who?
mean that the webcast is working now?
No, that could mean that people are watching me.
I can't test out whether or not it's working.
Look at this guy! Woo! Yo, what did we name him? Did we name him last week?
I don't remember. You weren't here last week.
Or 2 weeks ago? Eddie, right?
I don't. What?
It was either Eddie, Lucas, or George.
George Lucas.
Oh.
Star Wars. Lord of
I
the
mean,
Rings.
it's Eddie. You don't think this thing looks like an Eddie?
No.
Let's see what they think. Yes or no? This is an Eddie.
With a Y or an IE.
I.E.
Okay.
Fair enough, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, here's Eddie. Here's Eddie. What do you guys think? It's either Ed, or I'm sorry, we're not doing this Ed, and Eddie thing.
God.
It's just Eddie, or
People
George,
like that show, Ed, and Eddie.
or Lucas. What?
I never understood why that show was enjoyed by people.
I don't know. I think it's just because it's got a creative title because they got 3 people basically named the same thing. One of them was Eddie.
I never liked that show.
I didn't either. Was that a Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? That was Cartoon Network. Yeah. I was more of a Nickelodeon guy. What about you?
Yeah. I mean,
What is that? Why do people like
Nickelodeon.
split? And like they either like one or
I
the other.
didn't know a lot of Cartoon Network kids as a kid.
Really?
Nickelodeon was like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, like
Word.
all that.
Absolutely.
Double Dare.
I liked how you said all that and it made it seem like it was everything, but you actually inserted a new show name. Keenan and Kel, did you say that?
I didn't.
Perfect show. Seriously, I miss that stuff a
Kind
lot.
of include Keenan and Kel with all that.
When I go home for the summer, they have, I'm sure you know, they have like a digital channel where you can go and watch all that again.
It's all on Netflix now too. A lot of it's on Netflix now.
Max!
Yeah. Like on an instant stream.
Can I come over to your place this weekend and we'll watch for like
6 seasons of Hey Arnold.
Friday to Sunday?
I'm busy on Saturday.
Friday, Sunday though. Here we go.
There's baseball
Alright.
games this weekend. I don't remember
Baseball
what time.
game. Did you say? Oh, Davidson. Davidson's here. Davidson's coming to Latham Park. Next thing, speaking of sports, Flyers game 7.
Tonight?
Can I mention it? No, not. It's tomorrow.
You would not be here. Would you? If we had our radio show the same night as Flyers Game 7,
At this time,
first round of the playoffs.
Game 7,
Yeah.
it would be. I don't think I would be here.